Hi, I'm Kate from Crafty Attic. I'm going to show you how to embroider this little moss group. So I've started off with some standard DMC embroidery threads. I've got 470, 642 and 520, and I'm just mixing them, two single strands, but mixing the colours on the needle. And I'm just doing little French knots, so standard 3 wind French knots. If you've not done a French knot before, I'll talk you through it. You bring your needle up through the fabric, you wind around 3 times, hold on to the tail and just pass the needle back down through the fabric. So you can watch this as many times as you need to get hold of it in your head if you've not done them. So I'm just going to cover the area I want to be mossy in loads of these little French knots. I'm spacing them out because we're going to fill the gaps in with other things. The key to this is texture. So I've now got some 2mm pure silk embroidery ribbon. This has come from craftyattic.com, and I'm just tying a knot in one end. If you are a knot purist, attach your silk any way you want to. So I'm just going to carry on now doing French knots in the white silk ribbon, but I'm doing varying sizes, so some 3, some 4, some 5 wind French knots. So I'm just carrying on filling the area here. If you've not done French knots before and they turn out a little bit shaggy and loopy, I wouldn't worry all that much because this moss is all about texture. So I'm just going to fill the whole area with this white silk ribbon, and I'm going to get the colour in here by using Pro Marker pens, forest green, grass and pear green. Now these are permanent alcohol based marker pens, and I'm just going to touch the silk with these pens. The silk will draw the pigment that it wants out of the pens, so you don't have to do anything. It won't bleed out into the backing fabric as long as you don't oversaturate the silk at all, and if you just touch it very lightly, that's all you need to do really. So I'm using these 3 pens to give me a variance of colour. If you use coloured ribbons, they're just one colour and you won't get this sort of result. So I'm just mixing the colours actually in the little knots to give me a very highly textured and coloured thing. So we're just going to carry on now dyeing all these little knots. Very quick to do, doesn't take any time at all. And now I've got some just little glossy green beads. Whatever you've got, you can just stitch in here. I'm putting these in because moss is usually a little bit glistening and slightly damp, so we'll get that extra bit of texture in here as well. So just in some little gaps that you've got left, just using one of the embroidery threads, a single strand of it, I'm just sewing in some of these little seed beads. So this is a very quick little project. It hasn't taken me any time at all really. So there we are, I've sewn my seed beads in. I'm now going to do some little wispy bits. I've got a couple of large bodkin needles here, and I'm just stitching a single strand of the green colours that I used earlier over these needles. I'm just going to leave little loops which I can then cut to form little wispy bits that stick up out of the moss. You'll see that I've made some single stitches upwards as well in the lightest green there. So I'm just going to carry on making these little loops and cutting them. I'm going to carry on with 2 strands of the darker colour now, and I've got, this is a crochet needle, quite a fine crochet needle, so I'm just using the handle of that to get some loops. If you want to do mix these colours on the 2 strands, that's a good idea. Just mix it all up. And do your loops and then just cut them with a little tiny pair of scissors there, embroidery scissors. So I'm just going to carry on, introduce as much texture as I can there. I can only apologise for the state of my hands, because halfway through this project I had to move something that was made of cast iron and black as the night. There, so now I've got a couple of strands of a different colour, or 1 strand actually, sorry, there we are, 1 strand of a lighter green, and I'm just doing some upward slashy strokes just to make it look a little bit fuzzier and fluffier, and we're very nearly finished. So as I say, this is going to form the base for a little group of violets in a bit. It's been very quick to do, it's great fun as well, very easy. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. Thanks for sticking with it. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and get all of my videos as soon as they're available. And please try and support us by buying materials from craftyattic.com, because that keeps us going and keeps the videos coming. Thanks very much for your time. Enjoy your sewing. Bye.